Today, we're diving deep into fasting, and I don't mean the latest diet craze you've seen online. We're talking about a powerful, ancient process that's literally baked into our biology. So let's explore how it really works. This right here, this is the whole idea in a nutshell. It really cuts through all the noise, doesn't it? It reframes the entire conversation. Fasting isn't some new, strange thing we do to our bodies. It's a state our bodies are designed to return to. To really get why fasting is a normal state, we've got to rewind the clock, way back. Because the world we live in now, with food available 24/7, that's actually the weird part. It's the historical exception, not the rule. Okay, now look at this contrast. It's like two different worlds, isn't it? Over on the left, you've got our ancestors. Their lives were all about cycles of feast and famine. That forced their bodies to get incredibly good at switching between fuel sources, what we call being metabolically flexible. And on the right, well, that's us. Food everywhere, snacking all the time, and our insulin is almost always elevated. Our cells almost never ever get a break to just clean house and repair themselves. So, here's the crucial takeaway. Modern fasting, it's just us consciously choosing to reintroduce that ancient rhythm. We're hitting a reset button, really. It's all about giving ourselves that much-needed downtime and tapping into these powerful built-in survival programs. All right, let's get into the really cool part, the science. Because when you stop eating, you're not just, not eating. You are flipping a series of profound metabolic switches inside your body that kick off this incredible cascade of cellular renewal. At the very heart of this whole process is something called autophagy. Now, it literally means self-eating. I know, it sounds pretty intense, but trust me, it's one of the most amazing and beneficial things your body can do for itself. And this is the perfect way to think about it. Just imagine a specialized cleanup crew going through every single one of your cells, finding all the old, junky, dysfunctional parts, like damaged proteins or worn-out cellular machinery, and recycling them. They're either used for energy or to build brand new, healthy components. And fasting is what calls this crew into action. And it's not just autophagy. Fasting basically flips a whole control panel of longevity switches. It cranks up something called AMPK, which is like an energy sensor that tells your cells, hey, let's conserve energy and start repairing things. At the same time, it dials down mTOR, which is the grow pathway. This basically tells your cells to pause growth and start cleaning. All while this is happening, growth hormone surges to protect your muscle, and IGF-1, a hormone tied to aging, takes a nosedive, which is strongly linked to a longer, healthier life. So what does all this actually feel like? And what's happening on a real-world timeline? Let's walk through the incredible physiological journey your body takes hour by hour when you start a fast. Okay, so for the first few hours, you're just in the fed state, basically running on the fuel from your last meal. No biggie. But after about 4 hours, insulin starts to drop, and your body begins to burn through its stored sugar, which is called glycogen. That's the first big shift. By about hour 16, that glycogen is running pretty low, forcing your body to switch to its main fuel reserve, body fat. This is also when that cellular cleanup autophagy really starts to ramp up. Hit the 24-hour mark and you're entering ketosis, where your body creates ketones, an amazing, super efficient fuel for your brain. And for folks who do longer fasts, going beyond 72 hours can trigger some seriously deep cellular repair and even immune system recycling. Now, I know what you might be thinking. The science is great, but what about the hunger? This is, without a doubt, the #1 hurdle for most people. So let's break down what's really going on. This is it, the question on everyone's mind. And the answer, thanks to our hormones, is probably not in the way you think. See, the hormonal signals we get every day are very, very different from true starvation. So let me introduce you to ghrelin. It's often called the hunger hormone. But here's the secret about ghrelin. Its release is mostly just a habit. It's a rhythm your body has learned based on when you normally eat. It's more of a clock than a true emergency alarm. And this chart shows it perfectly. Ghrelin spikes around your usual meal times: breakfast, lunch, dinner. And yeah, you feel hungry, but here's the magic trick. If you just drink some water and wait a little bit, that wave passes. The hormone level drops all on its own, even if you don't eat. Hunger is a signal, not a command. So once you learn how to just ride those hormonal waves, you discover this incredible benefit that most people never expect. Your brain actually starts to work better. This is largely thanks to an increase in something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. The easiest way to think about it is like fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps you grow new neurons, it enhances learning and memory, and it can even boost your mood. So many people report this incredible feeling of mental clarity when they fast. So ultimately, the goal here isn't to follow a bunch of rigid rules. It's to build metabolic flexibility. It's about teaching your body how to switch fuel sources easily and efficiently, and finding a rhythm that actually works for you and your life. And look, there are lots of ways to approach this. Intermittent fasting, like a 16-8 schedule where you fast for 16 hours a day, is a really sustainable daily practice for a lot of people. Then you have sustained fasts, say 24 hours or more. You do those less often, but they can drive those really deep metabolic shifts we talked about, helping to target things like stubborn insulin resistance. And that really brings us right back to the core message, doesn't it? Fasting isn't about adding some complicated new thing to your life. It's actually about subtraction. It's about creating the space for your body's own innate intelligence, its own powerful built-in healing systems to finally get to work. It's about letting your biology do what it was designed to do all along.